Hello, welcome to another dynamic do-it-yourself video, and today we are going to make a decadent coconut oatmeal bath bomb. For this recipe, you're going to need baking soda. Baking soda is good for soothing itchy skin. Citric acid, which sloughs off dead skin for those rough edges. Epsom salt, the miracle worker for soothing those tired muscles. Coconut oil, which is a moisturizer. And your oatmeal, which is softening agent and it helps moisturize the skin. Let's get started. First, you want to grind up your oatmeal. Why do you want to grind it? Well, I'm sure when you're taking a nice hot warm bath, you don't want to sit in a soup of warm oatmeal. That would be kind of gross. Anyway, we're going to grind it up. I'm going to use my coffee grinder. You can grind it with your hands, whichever way you want to. You want to make it as fine as possible. I give this a couple of good hits. So to continue, as you can see, I have a very nice fine ground here with our oatmeal. Next, we need to melt the coconut oil. So I took 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and I melted it in the microwave. I will set that aside. And I will start off with 1 cup of baking soda. I use a whisk to break up as many of the little rocks. You know, your dry ingredients tend to get these little rocks due to the moisture in the air. So I break it up. And next, I'm going to add in this 1/4 cup of crushed oatmeal. Dump it inside. As always, after I add an ingredient, I mix them together. This way you know that all of your ingredients are evenly distributed as best as possible. Now, I will use 1/2 cup of citric acid. Citric acid is something you will find on the canning aisle of your supermarket. You can find this online. If you look on different websites, you can purchase this in a large amount, which will be cheaper because we are trying to save money and we're trying to be frugal here. Once again, knocking out as many of these little rocks as I can and making sure all my ingredients are mixed well. Okay, last of our dry ingredients be the Epsom salt. I will need 1/2 cup of Epsom salt. This is also one of those ingredients that clumps up. There we go. Dump that in there. Crush it up. Finally, we will add our coconut oil. I'll drizzle it on there. And you will mix this. You don't want to add water to this because if you add water, you're going to activate that citric acid and it'll start foaming, excuse me. It'll start foaming. And, you know, that fizz factor that everyone loves with those bath bombs will not be there when you finally make your bath bomb. So as I'm mixing this up, I want to get it to the consistency of wet sand. So tap into your inner child and see when you're going to get that nice consistency that you will want to make that perfect sandcastle. If it's still a little dry, just add a little bit more of your coconut oil. Once again, do not add water. And this is a little bit drier than I would like. So I'm going to just go ahead and melt a little bit more coconut oil, and I'll come back and we'll get it to that right consistency. Okay, so I added possibly half a tablespoon of coconut oil, and it's gotten to a nice consistency where I can form a nice little ball with it. So it's time to make our bath bombs. Now, you can get silicone molds online, but we're all about saving money, and you can use anything. You can use a Christmas ornament or like a little Easter egg that you use around Easter time. You can use anything that you can mold a dough with. For this demonstration, I'm going to use this muffin tin, and I will just put enough inside. Use my fingers to gently press it. You want to press this mixture in. There we go. You want to press it in tightly. The reason why you want to press it in tightly is because you want to have a very compact bath bomb. Just like I mentioned earlier, finding that inner child in you that loved making sandcastles, mud pies. That's exactly what you're doing here. You're taking your ingredients and just pressing them as tightly as possible. As you press them in, you want to make sure you get as close to the top as possible. Make it as flush as possible. Because just like those sandcastles you probably made or you've probably seen being made, you want to get a nice flat bottom. Okay. So right now I've made 5, and I think that should be about it. Now you will take this and you will sit it somewhere for it to not dry, but you want your coconut oil to solidify, and you want your bath bombs to get firm, so they're not going to be falling apart in your hands. Okay, now I'm going to show you what this would look like once it's complete. Okay, so earlier I have made some and I let them sit for a day. So this has been sitting on the side for a day. So I will cover them and tip them over. Then I'll give the bottoms just a little gentle tap around to make sure that they fall out as evenly as we can. Still feel a little resistance there. Well, I just dropped one. Let's see what that looks like. There you go. It's nice, it's firm, has a good presentation. If you have decorative muffin pans, you can just see all the possibilities that you have. You can use the whole bath bomb in your bath. You can break it in half, just as much, whatever luxury you want. There you go, right at your fingertips. Cost only pennies. You can add essential oils to this if you like. Coconut oil has its own scent. But once again, you can make it the way you want it to be. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, other do-it-yourself videos, hit that subscribe button. Leave comments down below and let me know if there's something else that you would like me to demonstrate. Anyway, I hope you like this. Until next time.